Hey, good people. What's up? What's up, you guys? This is your girl, Dar, Coach Dar, coming to you. I wanted to come to you this evening, guys, just to share some information. It's just a good health tip. Again, this is your girl, Coach Dar, owner and founder of Walking Them Shoes. I'm asking you guys to please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and comment if you need to. Ask me any questions if you need to. But I want to come to you and I want to share this important information, guys. I am a young Black woman who at one point in time suffered with fibroids. And if anyone knows, I'm sure everyone knows what that is. And there are people and different nationalities that suffer with them too, but I believe that African American women have a higher rate of suffering with them. And sometimes they could be mild, sometimes they could be small, and they could be big, they could be mild. They could cause you a lot of symptoms. That can be some symptoms of mild cramping, bloating, bleeding, or it can be severe. And a year ago, just actually a little over a year ago, last year, my fibroids was really getting the best of me, and they were actually taking over my body. So I had to get a hysterectomy. And you know, it's really deep because women go through so much. And as a Black woman, sometimes, you know, coming from two very strong Black women in my family, who one was so very much old school that she just would always, if she was feeling some kind of way or sick or any type of way, she would do home remedies. Whereas my mother, that was my grandmother, but my mother, she was kind of sort of on the same vibe, but she would take something if she needed it. So, you know, now today, I'm the type of person, I have a low tolerance for pain. I can't really deal with pain like that. But I must say that I don't like pain medication. I don't like the real narcotic type pain medication. I could do Tylenol, I could do Motrin, I could do Excedrin, and in fact, Excedrin was my best friend because I suffer with migraines. But getting back to the topic of fibroids, fibroids are they can be very monstrous and big in size, but it's like a form of blood, like blood clots in your belly, and they grow and they feed off of a lot of different things that Black people eat. A lot of different it's hereditary. It can be hereditary. These fibroids, guys, are they can do some crazy things to your body. And a lot of things I was going through prior to, I knew that I had fibroids and I had suffered with them for years, but I felt like, okay, it's not bothering me that bad, so it's not bothering me like that, so I won't bother it. But they grew and grew and grew. They didn't get any smaller. They got bigger. So it began to take over my stomach and over my pelvic area, and it became too much for me to tolerate. So sometimes women experience very heavy bleeding. And if you see me, I'm a really small frame woman, but there's no, it wasn't cute at all, and it didn't feel very good to have to, and excuse the expression, but you know, for a woman of my size to have to walk around with heavy tampons and huge sanitary napkins all at the same time. So it was really taking its toll on me. I was very tired. It was pressing on my bladder. You know, I became anemic, and it was so much that was going on with me, guys. I finally made the decision to have a hysterectomy, and I wound up having a partial hysterectomy because my doctor felt like he didn't want me to go into full-fledged menopause. And if I had went and did the full hysterectomy, he would have taken out everything, which was my fallopian tubes, my ovaries, everything in there, guys. But he left me with my ovaries, and reason being is because he felt like, you know, this young lady here at the age of 48, all right, I'm gonna put it out there, 48 years old, didn't want me to go right into full-fledged menopause because, so yeah, I was just saying, you know, that my doctor did not want me to go into full-fledged menopause, and had I had a full hysterectomy, that's what would have happened. I had already been, prior to the hysterectomy, I had already been suffering with perimenopausal symptoms, and which is just like, you know, symptoms, I guess, like it's giving you sprinkles of what menopause will be like. So he just didn't want me to plummet right into menopause and be acting crazy and losing my mind and all. So I opted for a partial hysterectomy. And actually, had I had my if I had to do it all over again, I would have just went on and opted for the full hysterectomy. But lo and behold, I am just coming to you guys just to share this health tip with you, that we as Black women have to do better with taking care of ourselves. We have to, be an advocate for ourselves, speak for ourselves, and learn our bodies, know our bodies. Don't be afraid to touch, feel, explore, examine. We have to be somewhat our own physicians, even if you don't, not just because I work in the healthcare field, not just because of that, but just because we actually need to stay on top of our health. Because one, some of us were probably raised in households where we just ate anything because of the fees, the monies wasn't right, the price was right, but when your pockets are low and the cabinets are low, it's easy for a parent to send a child to the store and get some chicken wings and some lo mein and fried foods and all that kind of stuff, when maybe if we didn't eat some of the garbage, maybe if we didn't eat some of the unhealthy foods that we do, that kind of stuff actually, it kind of helped those fibroids to grow. So ladies, make your annual mammogram appointments, make your annual GYN appointments. If you're over 35, it used to be when you're over 35 that you would get that mammogram, unless you're suffering with some type of family history of breast cancer or feeling any lumps or anything unusual in your breast. But I say, listen, start with your own PCP, which is a primary care physician. At least have one. You'd be surprised at how many women do not, even men too, but I'm talking to you ladies here today. You'd be surprised at how many women do not have a primary care physician. But you need to have a PCP, a primary care physician, to fall back on, and your PCP can always direct you to any of the specialists. So ladies, it's time to get on board, get that health right. I don't always eat perfect, but I've cut out my pork. I've eliminated my pork from my diet. I'm actually weaning myself. I don't want to do that. I don't want to wean myself from beef because I love oxtails, y'all. I love oxtails, but I'm trying to wean myself off of them. But I love steak, but the red meat, I'm trying my best to wean myself. Yeah, it is very, very hard. But I'm yeah, so listen guys, as I was saying, I had to keep editing this video because there's so much stuff that's on my phone. But I was saying, y'all, I shouldn't say I can't, but it's hard for me to really give up those things. But I am going to press harder and pray on it and ask God to take the taste out of my mouth, because that's really the only way that I can give up eating oxtails and steak, because I love it. But all in all, I just want to say to you guys that your girl Dara is here. I care about myself. I care enough about my fellow sisters, my friends and my family, just to, want you to look good, want you to feel good, want you to be great. I want you to be healthy, and yes, some of us, may be struggling with some health issues, and it can't hurt, if we can just change our diets. It will help. It will only help us, y'all. So try to get that mind right, and sit down and think about the things that we are putting into our bodies. Okay. So, think about it, guys. See what you can eliminate, and you'll be surprised your skin start to look. So guys, I guess it's time for me to really wrap this thing up, because this thing has been giving me so many interruptions. But as I was saying, guys, we just got to do better about our health. And I want you guys to hit the like button, the subscribe button. This is your girl Dara, Coach Dara, owner and founder of Walking Them Shoes. Please, guys, just come on and join me every now and again. I'll do a few lives. We can chit chat. We can, talk. You can ask me a few questions. But once again, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. Thank you so much for liking my videos. And again, this is a health conscious video, not video for you ladies, because I need you to hear me loud and clear. It is time to get right, get on track with your health, ladies. Okay, so again, what we're going to do, call that doctor, find a PCP, get a mammogram, get an annual GYN exam. We're going to stay on top of our health, ladies. We owe it to ourselves. We owe it to our children. We have significant others, spouses. We owe it. We owe it to God, because this is his temple, and he asked us, he trusts us.